Hello, everyone. Today we pay tribute to Denise Alexander, a beautiful person inside and out. She was so down to earth and gracious with her fans. I know I speak for most of us watching this video. She was our TV mom. Through YouTube channels, friendships were formed because of our love for Denise. We bonded over in the YouTube community page when it was more interactive. I really do miss those days. Some of us became email friends, phone friends, in person friends, and Facebook friends. Some of us got to meet Denise in person. The first group included two ladies from Germany, Katja and Melanie, Kathy from North Carolina, and Robin from Arizona. The second group was Tracy from Massachusetts, Tricia from South Carolina, and me, Diane from Michigan. We got to meet Denise's husband, Richard, too. Denise was aware of her YouTube fan base and she even watched some videos. Here is Denise in her own words on a fan Zoom meeting hosted by Steve Silverman.
Stephanie says there's so much material of you out there on YouTube, particularly Leslie and Rick scenes.
Yes.
Do you ever watch anything?
Well, I'm going to say something, and I should have written to the people involved. I did not know that YouTube in that regard existed. Somewhere along the line, just a few years ago, through Steve, from the Darling Ladies in Austria, I think it was Katya who had put together
She's in Germany.
this. Oh, that's right, Katya's in Germany.
They're all over the place.
Well, they're just
Sure.
right next.
Yeah, they're right, sure.
We're so ignorant here. She put together this montage. I'd never seen anything like it, and the music was wonderful. And I did not remember half of what she had in there. And I kept watching and thinking, oh, that was a cute outfit. Oh, my hair looked good. All the things you worry about when you're working. And it opened my eyes to that.
I'm sorry, right?
Can I finish?
Yeah, you finish, because I want to come back to that for a second. Go ahead.
Okay. Then I discovered that there are many other people, and they are such artists. Mary, is it Briere? I don't even know how to pronounce her name properly. It's astonishingly artistic. And I found so many things by people I did not know were doing this, and it brought that back to me in a huge way. And I was stunned. I was breathless. It was breathtaking when I first discovered it. And the artistry and the music and the care and the creativity and the fact that people remember. And I've never felt so much kindness. I've never felt so, I'm going to say dumb things like appreciate it. You work in television, I've done a lot of theater, and immediately they're all right there, and they're telling you how they feel about it, if it's funny or if it stopped them in their tracks or if they're with you or not. So those things on YouTube are beyond belief to me. I am more grateful than I can say, and I am in awe of the people who do them. I really am. No, I'm so sorry.
Katya wants you to know that it was Melanie. She would not even know how to make such videos.
Oh, so Katya, I'm so sorry.
Screw Katya. It's all Melanie.
Well, I remember you, of course, because we kind of communicated a little bit, and more importantly, when we met, we were able to talk to each other a little more easily.
More than Melanie, yeah.
So please share this with Melanie, because she opened my eyes to a new world. I had never seen anything like it. I was stunned. I was speechless. And the more that I've seen, the more that I've seen of what other people have done, it has only grown. Truly.
Stephanie says you got to watch the Laura and Leslie montages out there. Makes you cry. We miss you both on GH.
Aren't you, darling? Thank you.
Enough about us. It's time to honor Denise Alexander. Denise was born in New York City on November 11, 1939. In this May 1981 edition of Soap Opera Digest, Denise says she was shy as a kid, but was going to dance school that featured ballroom and white glove dancing. She said the school put on a play and she appeared in it. After the performance, a woman rushed up to her parents and said Denise was brilliant and talented, and she would like to take her to NBC. Her mom was against it, but her father thought it would be fun. She read for NBC, and was put on contract at 10 years old. Denise's stage debut in New York City was in A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. She was suddenly thrust into the pressures of show business. Her parents kept her grounded. Denise said she was usually cast as lead and worked more than her parents did. Denise loved acting. It was every child's dream because she got to play make believe. She hadn't planned on a career in show business. She was content living in their Long Island home surrounded by cats and dogs and living near the Sound where she could watch the sailboats. But once she started acting, she did not want to stop. As a child, Denise worked in stage performances and radio. Here is a clip at 10 years old in a 1949 stage performance of Chesterfield Supper Club with Perry Como.
Oh, Daddy!
What do you want?
Come in here a minute, will you please, Daddy? It's terrible important.
Now look, the Lone Ranger in Tonto is in a big mess over
Father,
there.
there are a lot more important things in this world than the Lone Ranger.
Oh, yes? Well, name two.
Miss Helwick and the Gettysburg Address.
Miss Helwick and the Gettysburg. Well, you got me on the Gettysburg Address,
And
but
Miss
Miss
Helwick
Helwick...
will get me if I don't learn it. And you've got to help me memorize it, Daddy, because this is the anniversary of when Mr. Lincoln gave it. And Miss Helwick says we should know it on account of Thanksgiving's coming, and it's something to be thankful for.
Well, I think Miss Helwick is absolutely correct. So, we the people of the United States, in order to form...
Daddy, that's the preamble to the Constitution.
Well, that's something to be thankful for. And besides, I just wanted to see if you were paying attention. And I think the best way to learn the Gettysburg Address is to, well, write it down.
Write it?
Yeah, I suppose that's the way Lincoln learned it. He wrote it over and over again.
I wish he'd never even written it once.
Oh, yes, but he did. Now, come on. Let's write it or read it. Now, look. Doesn't he look like he's studying? It's a picture of Lincoln.
Yes, Daddy, I suppose so.
Now, he was a remarkable man. Now, look, do just like Lincoln did. He wrote it over again, and in no time, you'll know it just as well as he does. Come on, start thinking.
Here is a small snippet from 1951 on the radio show It's Higgins. Denise was 11, going on 12 when it aired.
Hello, I'm Debbie. I'm 8 years old.
This house must have been built over an abandoned orphanage. Tell me, Miss Debbie, how many of you Robertses are there in the family?
Well, I have an older sister and an older brother, and I'm the youngest. Oh, I forgot. My father and mother are older, too.
How odd.
Well, that's because they were born before I was.
Logical.
I'm going to be an actress and go on the stage when I grow up.
My dear Miss Deborah, I assume that Debbie is the diminutive of Deborah?
You mean Debbie's my nickname?
Fine little mind. That's what I mean, yes. Is it?
It's what?
Little angel, listen carefully. Is your name not Deborah?
Yes, it is not Deborah. It's Debbie.
As a teen and young adult, she starred in many TV shows and films. She even performed on Broadway in the Children's Hour from 1952 through 1953. In 1956, her family relocated to California, where she finished high school. She attended UCLA, was in a sorority, and received her bachelor's in arts and sciences. In a 1977 edition of Mirror TV, Denise was mentioned as being a talented photographer. Her IMDb states she is a published photographer. Between acting gigs, she was also a producer. If you look at Denise's IMDb, you will see her illustrious career. However, there are quite a few credits missing. As you can see from this 1968 newspaper article, by the time Denise was only 29 years old, she had over 500 TV credits and had done 5,000 radio shows, and Denise has also said this in interviews. I included 2 clips, one from her teens and another from her 20s.
Mary Jane, that It sure is elegant and ladylike playing.
Oh, thank you, Miss Polly.
I'm sorry, your land sakes. What have you got? Oh,
Mary Jane, this is my adopted son, Huckleberry Finn. And Huckleberry, this is Miss Mary Jane Wilkes, visiting Tom's Aunt Polly from down the river.
I'm that glad to know you, Master Finn.
Goodness alive, Huckleberry, stand up straight. Are you struck dumb, boy? Mary Jane has just played a beautiful little piece for us on the piano. Why don't you show her what a fine lad you've become? Let's see how much you remember from your Sunday school lesson.
when we take Mary Jane back to Morganville.
My stars, Polly, this is news indeed. I've a hankering for a nice little river trip myself. Nothing like it to relax a body.
Miss Douglas, would you and Master Finn care to come along too? We have plenty of extra room space at home.
Well, now, I just don't know.
Oh, do come along. I'm sure the judge can engage passage for you and Huck, too, and the riverboat's due to dock next Monday.
Well, that does just give us time.
Oh, I'm so glad. It'll be ever so nice with you both along. And Master Finn.
I included more of her soap clips with a little bit of backstory about her character. Her soap characters were in our homes almost every day, and those are the performances that touched us. First up is Days of Our Lives. 26-year-old Denise started on April 14th, 1966. She crossed paths with her future husband, Richard Kalla, who played Tony Merritt, until July of 1966. Denise had been romantically linked to David Hartman. She wouldn't cross paths with Richard again until the 70s, and they dated for decades before secretly getting married on an undisclosed Christmas Day. She once told an interviewer she keeps her private and professional life separate. Denise and Richard never had children together, but he had a daughter. Richard passed away on December 24th, 2021. On Days, Denise was cast as Susan Hunter, and her best friend was Julie Olson, played by Susan Seaforth Hayes. Susan Hunter was not a very good friend to Julie.
Very easy for you to say, Dr. Horton. You don't have to live with it. But I have to be married in 2 days to a man I can't stand, and if there's any way out of it, I want to know about it now.
There isn't medically, Susan.
Well, is that right, Dr. Horton? I mean, a baby that no one wants, is that fair to the baby?
The responsibility is yours and David's to make it fair to the baby. It's the greatest responsibility that can be given any two people. I can only hope that you and David will be ready to accept it by the time the baby arrives.
Nice words. Very pretty.
Important words. Susan, vitally important.
Can't you understand that this whole thing is just a stupid mistake?
Maybe not today, Susan, but tomorrow. What about tomorrow? As I said, I can only hope, I've got to hope that you two will put aside your own feelings and give this baby what any newborn child deserves. A home, a love, a feeling of being cared for.
Announce that they are man and wife. And let no one put asunder those who have thus been joined together in the presence of God and before this company. The ring. Mr. and Mrs. Martin, our warmest congratulations. Well, I guess we were so busy we missed the kiss.
Yes, sir, you are. You missed the kiss.
Look, Susan, I don't like you. You don't like me. I won't touch you. You won't touch me. But for the next 8 months or so, we are going to have to live in this apartment together. We're going to be seeing one another. We might even talk to one another. So when we do, let's at least try and keep it halfway civil, all right?
You really are a little boy, you know that?
8 months. We're never going to make it.
Oh, we'll make it all right. Remember the baby.
You push me too far, Susan, and baby or no baby.
You're late for your honeymoon. I see you in a couple of days, husband dear. And have yourself a wonderful time.
Eventually, the marriage for the child shape crumbles. David is making plans with Julie and wants a divorce. David is pushing their son on a swing and the child falls and dies. Susan fell into a deep depression and blamed David for their son's death and shot him dead. Susan was arrested. Meanwhile, Julie is pregnant with David's baby and gave the baby up for adoption. Susan Martin was found not guilty of David's murder by reason of insanity. Susan formed a friendship with Scott Banning, whose wife dies of cancer. She helps take care of Scott's son. Turns out Scott's son was the son Julie gave up for adoption. Julie wins round two when she ends up marrying Scott. Susan would not let her rival win, so she hires Doug Williams to seduce Julie, and it worked. Julie started having an affair behind Scott's back.
I'd like you to meet Douglas Williams. Doug, this is Julie Banning.
How do you do?
How do you do? Won't you please come in? Thank you. Hello, Scott. Douglas Williams, my husband, Scott Banning.
How are you? Nice to meet you. Thank you. Take your coat. Thanks.
Oh, darling. How are you?
Son, I'd like you to meet Susan's friend. This is Mr. Williams. Doug, this is our son, David. How do you do? Susan's told me a lot about you.
She hasn't said anything about you.
That's because there's not much to say. And besides, your Aunt Susan and I haven't known each other very long. Mrs. Banning, would you take me off the hook and show me your new apartment?
Oh, of course I will if you call me Julie.
Okay, I'm Doug.
It isn't very large, as you see, but we did manage to get this extra.
Sometimes the best on-screen rivals make the best friends off-screen.
It was the universe going, these two are the best, let's put them together. It was kind of an instant love affair. It was kept a secret from me. I think because Susan's mother thought I liked Bill. I heard about it from Susan, and part of me cried because it was so, even now, it was so perfect. But part of me was really, really mad at her that she had done all of that without telling me, and that's the truth of it. I got over that.
Before Denise left Days, her character was involved with Dr. Greg Peters. Denise's contract was up at Days, so her character was temporarily written out during negotiations. Denise left Days February 6, 1973, when General Hospital lured her away with a better offer. March 13th, 1973 was Denise's first day at General Hospital. She was 33 years old and cast as Dr. Leslie Williams. When Leslie arrives, she is a widow. Her husband Bruce had taken his life after their baby died of SIDS. Leslie treats a patient, Florence Gray, and Leslie figures out she is the wife of her former college professor, Gordon Gray. Leslie became pregnant with Gordon's baby, but was told the baby died at birth. By 1975, Leslie had been in a relationship with Dr. Joel Stratton. He had a heart condition and was afraid to make commitments. Wealthy Cameron Faulkner starts making moves on Leslie.
Joel, I can be the happiest and the most complete person in the world. But just you. I don't need children.
Leslie, you are not being honest with me or yourself.
I just told you the truth.
Leslie, I know you. I've watched the way you look at children. I know how you feel. Besides, it's not just children.
It's not?
No. That's not the only reason I said what I said. I don't want a wife either. And we cannot live together.
Oh, that is so good.
Oh, by the way, I understand your friend, Dr. Stratton's in trouble.
Trouble?
And there's a lawsuit against him, a malpractice suit.
Yes, I knew about that. Tell you what, Cameron, I don't want to talk about Joel anymore. Joel is no longer interested in me.
Then he's a fool.
Oh, yes, he is. Absolutely, I do agree with you. So, how's about if you and I just wipe those two words, Joel Stratton, right out of our vocabularies? What do you say?
I'm all for it.
Cameron, you have a massive chest.
Cameron and Leslie get married. Leslie finds out her daughter with Gordon is alive. Her name is Laura, and she was adopted by the Vinings. Cameron is jealous of the attention Leslie gives to Laura, so he pays the Vinings to take Laura and move to Canada. Leslie finds out, argues with Cameron in the car, and grabs the steering wheel, and they crash. Cameron does not survive. Leslie is pregnant with Cameron's baby. In 1976, married couple Jeff and Monica Weber joined the staff at General Hospital. Jeff's brother Rick returns from the dead, and he and Monica had been in a relationship before his disappearance. Rick and Monica rekindle their relationship, but when Jeff finds out, Rick turns his attention to Leslie, and together they bring Laura back to Port Charles. 1977. Rick proposes to Leslie. By this time, Jeff and Monica are divorced.
Hey, I'm proposing marriage to you, and you want to quarrel about my motives. I say I love you, and you want to know how come.
Well, what did you expect? Just a quick yes without any thought?
I don't know what I expected, but... Why, it sure wasn't this.
Well, look at this. Did anybody ever tell you that you have fantastic taste in engagement rings?
You like that, do you?
Yes, I do. I'm sure you've noticed that the whole hospital is commenting on it.
Well, I guess it's very nice to have the majority on your side.
You know, I stopped by that same jewelry store this morning, and they have a perfect matching wedding band to go with this. And I thought, since you're getting out tomorrow, well, you might like to have that companion piece to take home with you. How about if I pick it up and bring it to you? On approval, of course.
Oh, sweetheart, thank you. But don't you think it might be a better idea if we waited a bit until I can go there with you?
You told them that you were afraid about my becoming an instant father and husband, that maybe it'd be too much for me to handle, particularly in the light of the new post that Steve has offered me.
Well, I can't do anything halfway, and with such an important job, you'd want to put a lot of yourself into it, and to take on a new family at the same time.
Leslie, I've been acting temporary chief of cardiac surgery for weeks now. I'm aware of the demands, and believe me, I can handle it, and be a devout husband to you and a good father to Laura.
I know you try. Rick, how would you feel if for some reason the board wouldn't okay your appointment? I mean, I know it's far-fetched, but just suppose.
Well, I'd be decimated. I've wanted this practically my whole life, but whether or not the board okays it has nothing to do with you and me. See that you haven't done anything with the ring.
No, I was trying to find a box to send it back to you.
Why don't you put it back on your finger? I know you love me. The only reason you've been doing this is because you don't want to drain me. But, sweetheart, that's ridiculous. This post doesn't mean anything to me without you at my side to share it with me.
Please. Adam or no, I did mean what I said. I can't take back your ring. Marriage for us just was not meant to be. You just can't face it, can you, Monica? You can't face that Rick loves me and that he's going to be my husband.
No, he's not. You're going to break off with him, Leslie. If not tonight, then by tomorrow.
Leslie and Rick eventually marry, but his old college friend David Hamilton shows up. Rick puts him up at the Weber home until he gets a place of his own. David makes moves on Leslie. When that doesn't work, he sets his sights on Laura.
Here's to the new day.
I'll drink to that.
Oh, Rick, did you get a chance to talk to Jeff about the apartment yet?
Oh, no, I didn't. He was off yesterday, and I had a full day, but I'll check with him today.
Okay, I'd appreciate it. You know, this is pretty good coffee. Uncle, I'll have another cup.
You know something? When I first met David, I found him very difficult to understand. I really had a hard time making contact. But I don't know, lately he has been so kind and so thoughtful and considerate and eager to please. It's like it's a whole other person.
Hi, Leslie.
Here we go again. I guess I better go try and pacify her.
1978, Laura finds out David was just using her and pushes him. He falls and hits his head on the fireplace. When he tries to get up, he falls back down and dies. Leslie arrives and Laura has blacked out. Leslie takes the rap and goes to jail. But when Laura confesses, Leslie is released from jail. In this clip, Laura confesses to Leslie exactly when she got her memory back.
I wasn't just concerned for you. I was terrified. Why? Because I was going on the stand that day. And because that day, during my session with Dr. Taylor, I got through my memory block and I realized that I was the one who killed David Hamilton. To the truth, I'd never be free of the terrible burden of guilt I've been carrying around. So you're telling me this now to rid yourself of that guilt. Is that what you're saying? Yes, but also because I'm trying to be completely honest with you about everything. You're telling me that you only pretended to have a memory block all the time that the trial was going on and I was on the stand and all the weeks that I was in jail until the day that you came to me in the visitor's room and pretended that you had just remembered. No, I tried to tell you. I tried so hard. You didn't. You ran away to New York. You let me worry about you even more when you'd known for weeks by that time. Mother, please, you have to understand now. Everything was closing in on me. Rick was starting to put all the pieces together. He knew that I bought that statuette for David at Wyndham's and I charged it to your account. He knew that I was at David's apartment the night he died. That's why I ran to New York. I was scared. So was I. I was scared sick, but not for me. I was scared for you. I was scared that Rick or the police or someone would find you in New York and force you into remembering what you had done. What an idiot I was. I know that. I couldn't help it. Oh, and even after I told Rick, even after he knew that I had lied to him all that time to protect you, even then I begged him, I pleaded with him to live part of that lie with me, not to go to the police until you had a chance to remember under Peter's supervision. How could I have been? I'm sorry for all those lies, all those hours on the witness stand, all those weeks in jail. What a stupid, pointless waste. But wait, did you understand? Oh, yes. When it all came I do understand. Believe me, intellectually, I understand everything up here. But down here, all I understand is that I feel hurt and angry. And so used. I don't blame you for feeling that way. Laura, please, I cannot deal with any more of this right now. Please don't go like this.
1979, Lassa fever hits and Rick and Monica are quarantined together. Rick admits his attraction to Monica. A couple months later, they end up in a hotel room. She becomes pregnant and doesn't know if Alan, who is now her husband, or Rick is the father.
It's all going to be just wonderful. Your baby is about to arrive. Now, after I do this episiotomy, to give him a little help, I will give him as much as he needs. I want you to help me bring him, okay? Is that a deal? Are you listening to me?
If I die.
Huh?
If I die.
No. You're not going to die, Monica. You are not going to die.
Rick.
Yes, Rick is going to be here very soon. He's going to be here to help us.
It's Rick.
Yes.
It's Rick. It's Rick, baby. It's Rick's baby. It's the son. It's the son. It's the son Rick always wanted.
Monica came. She came to give me an update on Krikorian's condition. That was the truth. Here's the rest of it. She spent the night.
We made love. Leslie.
Yes. Oh, were you waiting for me to say something? Or get upset or get hysterical? If you tell me what emotional response you're expecting, I'll try to oblige you.
I don't understand.
No, I can see you don't.
I would think you would have been surprised or shocked, at least.
Sorry. Surprise is the one emotion I can't give you because I'm not surprised by what you said happened tonight.
Leslie, it only happened one night.
Please don't.
I swear it.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. It's important to me. We were not as husband and wife. I was miserable. I was alone.
And Monica was there. Somehow. Monica has always been there, hasn't she? Rick, why do you do this? Why don't you tell me the whole truth? I'm sure you spent more than one night with her. If you're going to tell me a partial truth, why not do me the courtesy of telling me the whole truth?
What are you talking about?
I delivered Monica's baby. Do you honestly think I don't know the whole story?
Leslie, if you know something that I don't, you'd better tell me about it.
I was alone with Monica. She kept saying she wasn't going to make it. She was going to die, that I had to save the baby. She called for you several times. And then she told me that I had to save the baby because it was the son you have always wanted.
Leslie, please.
That what? You have a woman that obviously loves you, and she's given you a son. Go to her, claim her, and your son.
How can you think a child is more important than you are? You're who I want. You're who I want to spend my life with. Do you hear what I'm saying?
I hear the words, and they don't seem to mean anything.
What would you like me to say?
How many times have you been with her?
Once, one time, that night, and that is all.
I don't believe you.
I swear to it on my life.
It really doesn't make any difference anymore.
It does make a difference. And would you stop that packing? I have not been unfaithful to you before or after that night.
Ooh, that must have been some night.
We were both sure that our marriages were over, you remember?
And I'm sure that you said lots of wonderful things to each other and made each other all sorts of promises, that this was meant to be, that it was inevitable, that you were meant to be together. Oh, my Lord. That's exactly how it happened, isn't it?
Leslie, please.
You and Monica planned to spend the rest of your lives together.
We didn't want to hurt you or Alan.
What exactly was the plan?
We were going to give ourselves 3 months.
3 months of meeting in hotel rooms.
3 months to see if we could make our marriages work or not.
Thank you so much for that consideration.
When I found out what happened to Laura after the accident.
Oh, you must have felt very guilty.
When I came to the hospital, you threw yourself into my arms. You said you needed me.
You came back to me out of pity.
Out of love.
No! No. You just said you were giving me 3 months.
Leslie, I knew that night that I could never do without you. You're the woman that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. I explained that to Monica. And she decided to go back to Alan.
Did you come back to me out of pity?
Absolutely not. What can I do to convince you that I did?
Why did you wait this long to tell me then?
I wanted to. I tried to. Monica begged me not to.
It's always Monica, isn't it?
Leslie, she was afraid of what Alan might do to her if he found out.
That's why you stayed with me. To protect the woman you really love.
That is absolutely not true.
And you knew all along that she was having your child, didn't you?
She swore to me a number of times that it couldn't be, that she was on the pill.
But you knew, didn't you, Rick? You knew deep down that it was yours, didn't you?
I doubted her sometimes. I questioned her, yes.
The son that I couldn't give you.
The child doesn't matter.
Of course it matters. I can't give you a child. But she has. Do you think I can live with that the rest of my life? Do you think I can stay here in Port Charles and watch your son grow up as Alan Quartermain Jr.? Do you think you can do that, Rick?
Leslie, I didn't know the child was mine until you just now told me. I came here to tell you what happened that night so we could put it behind us.
Why now? Because you've been afraid for Monica. Why can't you admit that? How many people know about this?
Leslie, please don't get it.
I mean, they say that the wife is always the last one to... That's why Lee and Howard were here?
Yes.
That's why you couldn't tell me until just now, but now you had to. Because time was running out. You had to. You were afraid for Monica and the baby.
Leslie, I swear to you, I didn't know it was my child.
You're begging me to stay with you to protect Monica and the baby. Because you're afraid of what Alan will do if he finds out that she cheated on him. And is passing off your son as Alan Quartermain's heir.
I don't care about anything in the world right now except you and me.
Liar.
1980, Rick and Leslie get a divorce. Monica learns the baby is Alan's, but keeps it a secret. Alan finds out and drops the truth bomb. The fallout was spectacular.
Monica, I want to talk to you. I don't have anything to say to you. All right, then just answer one question. Is Alan the father of your child? I don't owe you any explanations, Leslie. I think you do. Look, what is happening is between Rick and me. We are going to be married tomorrow, just as soon as I get my divorce papers, no matter what kind of theatrical stunts Alan intends to pull. Are you telling me that it's all a lie? That it is really Rick's baby? You, I don't owe you any explanation. You lied about that baby in order to steal my husband. That is a real joke. He was never your husband. That's not true. You don't quit, do you? You really don't. You have lost him, Leslie. You're not going to ever get him back. Neither are you. He's too much of a man to marry a liar and a cheat. He belongs to me because I am the woman that he wants. He wanted a baby, but he thought was his son. He wants me the way he never wanted you.
He is mine, Leslie. He is my body and soul. What does that mean? You own him? All you ever talk about is wanting. What about love, Monica? Or is that a world that you don't even know? What do you know about it? Me? You know, Rick, I've never felt anything for you, Leslie. He thought you were dull. He thought you were dull and respectable. That's a lie. We used to laugh about you. We would lie in bed while we were making love, and we'd laugh about you. Making the kind of love that you poor fool are incapable of, and it's called passion.
1981, my favorite love story ever. Rick and Leslie get back together and get married again. I could add so many clips here, but I had to settle. So here we go.
Sometimes things can seem so attractive to you, so appealing, so desirable until you get them, and then watch out.
What about me?
What about you, what?
Was the chase better than the find, the catch, what you got after all the work?
Ding dong. I have never been happier in my whole life, and you know it.
Yeah?
I'm not saying that the chase wasn't nice. Actually, the chase was terrific. I kind of liked the chase. But having you here like this is what makes it perfect. And I want to tell you something. Now, this is serious. Hold it a second, Charlie. I want to warn you. I am never, ever going to let go. Not this time, pal.
1982, John Stamos is cast as Blackie Parrish. The Webbers take him into their home after his mother dies. My favorite scene between these two.
As long as I know you, I ain't never seen you in jeans. Whose jeans are those?
Mine. You believe this? $6 a foot for this thing, and I cannot get it to stand up straight?
Well, wait until you get the rest of the junk on. It'll look nice.
Oh, yeah, I can just see it now. Christmas Eve, we all gather together warmly, putting our arms around each other, standing and watching the tree lean. And lean. And lean, until it finally falls to the floor in a crumpled and shattered heap.
Oh. Well, don't worry, I'll clean it up. In the meantime, I need to talk to you a second.
Well, I think I can work you in.
I was going to talk to Rick, but... not around.
Oh. Well, good to be a substitute.
I'm thinking about breaking it off with Laura.
Yeah? So, how'd it go? Everything all right?
She took it 10 times worse than we expected.
Blackie, I told you to be gentle.
Well, I was gentle. I was as gentle as I could be, but she just blew apart the seams. I felt real bad about it.
Well, you feel better now?
A little bit.
You got regrets?
Nah, it's a little late for that now.
I don't really understand any of this, you know. You guys always seem to get on so well. Why would you want to go and do that?
Want the truth?
Uh-huh.
I got myself a new lady.
You're kidding.
This one is a real fox, man. She's got the greatest personality. She's just a babe, man. The kind of girl you like to take home to mother.
Do I know her?
You know her very well.
Blackie, that's me. Now, who is it?
Well, it's you, of course. Come on. I hope you like pizza, because that's the only thing we can get this late at night.
Yeah, sure.
Unless you don't want to be seen with a punk kid like me.
Where is there a punk kid?
Right here.
Wait a minute. I can't go anyplace looking like this.
You look fine. What are you talking about?
I do not. Look at my hair. Look at the clothes.
Well, you're trying to impress. You're going out with me now. It doesn't matter what the girl looks like. It's what she's got inside.
Inside, I got nothing. I'm so hungry.
Well, let's go then.
Oh, okay. All right, listen, no anchovies. But how do you feel about, like, peppers and onions?
Well, that's all right. I
1983. Laura has been presumed dead since the beginning of 1982, but turns up alive. Denise's reaction gets me every time.
I know. I know. Is this real? Yes, it's real. It's real. I'm really here.
Honey, come on.
I'm here. I'm okay. Here, I'm going to sit right here with you. You.
Laura.
I never stop thinking about you. Never once. Really, you.
Where have you been?
I tried. Dad, please, let's not talk about it right now. I don't want this to be so difficult for everyone. I tried so hard not to give up hope.
Look.
1984. We know what happens to Leslie. I'm going to let Denise tell her story in this clip from January 1984 on Good Morning America with David Hartman.
General Hospital fans know Denise Alexander best as the tough but compassionate Dr. Leslie Weber. She has been a vital force in Port Charles for the past 12 years, but now Dr. Weber's days in Port Charles are apparently numbered. Denise Alexander is leaving the show, and she's joining us from KABC in Los Angeles. Hi, Denise. Nice to have you with
us. Hi, David. I'm glad to be here.
What is going to happen to Dr. Weber?
Oh, it's very sad. It's going to be smashed up. She's going to die.
She is going to die. You know this for sure. This is a scoop.
I do. Well, I don't know that it's a scoop. It seems to have gotten out over the past week or so, as those things will. And it's very strange, because I never thought I would say this, but I'm so upset about that. I don't want her to die.
Now, explain that. Now, are you saying that just professionally because of working and the character in the show, or because of something you have going, obviously, with this character?
I think when you work with a character that closely for 12 years, she has been my closest companion, and I like her. She is a lot of things I'm not, like neat and organized and always cheerful, well, almost always, and has naturally curly hair and is taller than I am, so I really, seriously, I like the character. She has humor, and she has integrity, and she does have strength, and she loves her work, and she loves people, and she's a person that people enjoy, the audience, and kind of admire and respond to and identify with. And so for those reasons, as well as my own personal feeling of her being sort of a best friend, almost like having a twin sister, I guess, I'm very sorry that the decision was made to kill the character off. I am probably as upset as any of the fans will be about it, or those who have heard about it already, because those things do have a way of sneaking out.
Well, Denise, what are you going to do? Now, that means, of course, you'll be leaving the show. Do you know, do you have any idea what you'll be doing? Or maybe you could be reincarnated. I mean...
Well, the decision was made. We were having contract negotiation problems, which, by the way, that always sounds as though you were unhappy with the money. I wasn't. They made me a most generous offer. It was basically that I wanted to work less, and they wanted me available to work more. So that was... we kind of couldn't get past that. My ideal goal would be to sit on a beach for about a year, or walk through the fields with the dogs, or listen to the ducks, or just not work. I think I will be working, though, because I've had a lot of interest in the last week or so since people have discovered that I will be leaving. So I'm afraid I won't be doing nothing quite as much as I would like to.
From a professional point of view, is it wise for you to jump right back into something else, or might it be professionally useful to you not to work for a while? The mystique and all of that. Where is Denise and so on?
I don't really know. I have a feeling that if you stay away too long in our business, everything changes so quickly. That suddenly there's a whole new group of people out there handling the shows, and they're not quite sure that they know who you are. I have a couple of properties that I own that are in development right now, so I hope a big dream of mine is to get into production with a producer's hat on, I've done one thing only as a producer, so I hope to do more of that, but I think it's important, as long as I love acting, which I do, to not stop totally. I think when you stop totally, you have to be sure that you really don't want to do it anymore.
You spend a lot of time and energy expend on humanitarian purposes. We know about your work with animals and your love of animals and protection of animals and so forth. But lately, you also have put effort and energy in other ways, in a humanitarian ways, regarding the homeless. What have you done?
That's in the beginning stages. There's been a wonderful series of articles in the Los Angeles Times on the homeless in downtown Los Angeles. It's not a problem that's unique to Los Angeles. It occurs in any big city, I suppose, to a larger number than we would like to believe. And it is something that has stayed with me, and I find it very haunting is perhaps the wrong word, but to go to bed at night in a lovely, cozy bed in a warm house, surrounded by security and safety and things that you love that are meaningful to you, and to think that there are people sleeping under bridges and in doorways in the rain has become. I can't live with that any longer, and so I've gotten involved in trying to set up. It's only a drop in the bucket, but to try to set up. It's so easy to find a loft somewhere or a manufacturing building that isn't being used and create a place for people to sleep at night so they don't have to be on the streets. So that's something that has just started in my life.
Denise, nice to have you with us. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been wonderful.
Now I will insert some 80s clips featuring Denise before moving on to her next venture. Here is a clip from a fan event in Boston that seems to take place in late 1980 or early 1981. Denise compares herself to Leslie.
Today, though, is going to be something special, because today, one of the soap stars, Denise Alexander, is coming here.
General Hospital is the best soap in the United States, and I can't think of a better way to celebrate than having Leslie here.
The best show in the whole wide world. Couldn't get a better one on ABC.
General Hospital's #1. I love General Hospital. I just can't believe I'm sitting out here freezing to see it. I just can't wait to get in.
Now, if you're not a soap opera lover, you're probably asking yourself, what is General Hospital and who is Denise Alexander?
Hello. Mother?
Laura, is that you?
Yes, Mother. Yes, it's me.
Oh, Laura, where are you? Oh, it's so good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear your voice, too.
I've been going crazy trying to find you, you rotten kid. Where are you?
Mother, I only have a second to talk to you. Are you all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm just a little hysterical, but I'm fine. I'm a lot better now that I can talk to you. But, Laura, you've got to tell me where you are and what's been happening to you.
I can't.
General Hospital is right now the #1 hottest soap opera on TV. It's been on for 17 years, but has peaked in popularity in the last year and a half. It's about all of the very sad and happy things that happen in a major metropolitan hospital and the tangled web of the staffers' lives. Denise Alexander plays the always kind and patient Dr. Leslie Weber.
What's the matter? What's
See, operator. Operator, can you please trace a long-distance call from me that just came in, please? No, you've got to, please. It's a matter of life and death. Thanks.
Meanwhile, outside the club, the lines are getting longer and the crowd's excited about today's big event.
Here she comes, trying to get out of her limo, but there is such a crowd of people here they literally can't open the door.
While Denise is signing autographs, I'm going to try to talk with her. How was it for you out there with that limo? I mean, you could barely get out of that thing.
Oh, yeah, but that's not... Oh, you mean, was that scary? That's not scary. Those are lovely, loving people. Why would you be afraid of them? Why would one be afraid of them?
You know, the fans asked me to ask you a couple of questions that they're just dying to have the answers to, okay?
Okay.
What really is the major difference between your personality and the personality of Leslie, the character you play?
I'm lippier.
Really?
Yeah. She's much quieter than I am. And I'm more like Leslie when she was drunk.
If you could give a message to all these people that have come to see you here today, say something to them personally, what would you say to them?
Thank you.
You love it?
Yeah. It's wonderful, especially for someone who tends to have occasional feelings of insecurity. To walk into an outpouring of love like this is pretty overwhelming. I wonder if they'd like me as well if I didn't have any makeup on.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I think sometimes.
So you're feeling a little insecure?
Oh, yeah. Most actors do, I suppose.
Well,
That's better. Thanks. I needed that.
I know it's better for me. There are still hordes of fans outside who couldn't get in. For Denise, it's over.
Here is a clip from May 1982 with John Gabriel.
Hi, I'm John Gabriel. You know, if you're a real soap opera fan, you'll remember when Denise Alexander played Susan Martin on The Days of Our Lives. Denise played that role for more than 6 years. Part of the time she was in college. Then, in 1973, she joined General Hospital as Dr. Leslie Williams, later to become Dr. Leslie Weber. How does Denise get along with her character?
I would not make the same choices that she does. I would not necessarily react the way she reacts. It's more in behavior. And being a little lippy, that's sort of like me. She's quieter than I am. She's much better behaved, I would say, than I am. She's ever so much nicer than I am. A lot of what you see Leslie's feeling for her daughter is my feeling for Jeannie, so that's, that is true. And obviously, as all actors do, I go to my own life for other things. Go to people I know. She's probably more like me than anybody else I have ever played. I think that she wants to be a career person and to be awfully good at what she does and to be fully involved in what she does, but she very much wants a home and her man and relationships within her family that are strong and active and involvement in social life. I think she really does want all of that sense, and I couldn't agree more. Why not? The only thing she doesn't want is to do the dishes, and I agree.
You think that Denise's passion for animals is a private one. You're wrong. She and a friend are actively involved in a wildlife sanctuary and are building an animal shelter in California that has actually been approved by the federal government. I'm John Gabriel. See you next time.
In 1983, Denise co-produced a stage comedy, Shaft of Love. Richard Kala was an executive producer. Here she is as Maxine.
Tess, it's Maxine. Are you listening? Listen, Tess, how long have you been like this? 6 weeks. Oh, that's a long time. And the doctors say it could go on forever. Do you understand? Doug and I love each other. We have a chance to be happy. If you recover, he's going to leave you and marry me. He said he would. And the doctors say you're not going to recover anyway. At best, you're pretty much going to stay the way you are. Tess, I'm not getting any younger. I need him. He's the only good thing, the only bright spot in my life. Since Brad, I need him, Tess. And if he stays with you, what happens to me? At my age, you don't get many more chances. It's very difficult to meet nice people. If he stays with you, I'm finished. I'll live alone and get a dog. Or a bunch of cats. And I'll talk to them like they're people. Yes, that's living. I would rather be in a coma like you. What I'm saying here is, you have nothing to gain. And I have everything to lose. I know what I'm doing is wrong. And it could get me in a lot of trouble. But you're not good for much anyhow. Who says you can't change the rules if you can't win the game, huh? The winners, sure, why not? But that's ridiculous, Tess. Losers have a few rights, too. Listen, if you go to heaven, say hello to my mother.
In 1984, Denise appeared in an episode of Hotel.
We've wanted a child for a long time. We've got the nursery all decorated. It's bright and it's pretty and it's got lots of teddy bears. You like that? He's gonna have a good life, Cassie. He is gonna have everything you want for him.
I know he will. You'll be real good to him, too. I'll sign the papers like I promised.
You want him back? You take us to court. Come on, Gail. You got a plane to catch.
You're so pretty. You are such a beautiful baby.
Honey, don't. We'll fight this. We can win.
Even if we did, Larry, I'd always feel that we lost. He belongs with them. We'll just have to try again.
For the next 2 years, Denise was on hiatus. She took up baking and cooking during this time. Denise and Richard had more than one home in California. One particular property in Ojai was a historical landmark called the Dent House, which was a ranch. The property was nestled into the mountains with a wildlife refuge, including peacocks, pheasants, and wild geese. They also had a donkey, horses with corrals and pastures, hiking trails, creeks, and fruit trees. Denise used that fruit to make jam. In 1986, an opportunity came up in New York. August 26, 1986, Denise began her role as Mary McKinnon on Another World. However, when she started, her character's name was Marissa. She was married to Vince McKinnon, They had 4 kids together. In 1969, Mary worked as a housekeeper for Reginald Love and fell off his yacht and was presumed dead. She had amnesia and was happily married to Reginald.
My name is Marissa, not Mary. That's Marissa Love.
No.
You are Vince McKinnon. Last time we talked, you had more to say.
What?
On the phone, when you were so rude.
I thought I recognized your voice after I hung up.
And that was the nice call. It's the other one I object to.
What other one?
You had a lot to say that time, but you don't seem to do quite as well one-on-one, do you, Mr. McKinnon?
Mary, I only called you once.
Mr. McKinnon, you are not going to lie your way out of this ridiculous joke or whatever it is you're doing here.
Why do you keep talking like this? It doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense.
What are you talking about? Are you Mary McKinnon? Who are you? His daughter. As I told your father, I am Marissa Love. Why did you leave us? Could you please just try to make sense? Are you Scott's mother, too? Yes, I am Mrs. Love. I am Scott's mother. How could you... Why would you want to be with Reginald Love? You're as disturbed as he is. The entire family just has some very deep problem.
We have a problem. It's Reginald Love. He stole you from us. It isn't true, Marissa. Don't listen to him. You did get your mother out of here. Why? Because I said so. Don't question me. Do it. You know what's going on here, don't you? The man attacked me. You saw that. I want to know why. Just take your mother back to the hotel now. Mom, would you please tell me?
I don't know what's going on. I have no idea why these people are behaving like this.
These are good people, Mom.
Crazy.
Will not have my wife put through this.
I'm all right.
We are leaving. No, you're not. Not till you answer some questions. I have nothing to say to you. Maybe you'll have something to say down at the precinct.
What more do you want from him?
What do you know about room 333 in the coronet hospital?
How did you...
If you want to arrest someone, arrest him. He attacked me and tried to kill... 1969. There was a patient in that room for 6 weeks. You people are outrageous.
333, that's...
Scott, get your mother out of here. Not yet, Scott. You're going to get to the bottom of this, and right now. Scott, get her out. Mrs. Love, we need to know about this room, please. You recuperated there? You don't have to answer to him, darling.
After my accident, I was in that room for 6 weeks.
Then you're Mary McKinnon. Your name is Mary McKinnon.
1987, Jason Frame comes to town and remembers Mary from working at the Love Estate before the accident. She feels Jason is the key to getting her memory back.
Surprise!
How did you get in here?
Oh, I borrowed the key from Vince's desk.
I suppose you're just going to tell me why you did it, right?
What was I supposed to do? Sit in my room waiting for you to tell me why you think Reginald killed his wife?
Should have never told you that.
But you did, and now I want to know the rest of it.
Now your ribs.
Why did he do it?
Mary, I am not going to discuss it.
I want to know why you think Reginald killed his wife, and if you don't tell me, I'm going right down...
Hurts, huh? Yeah, I think you should be. Oh. Just sit down, Easy. Bruised ribs can be very painful. Better.
I saw his face when he looked at you.
So did I.
You're scared.
No, I am
You
not
are
afraid.
too. I can see it in your eyes. Well, at least you have that much sense.
Easy. You want me to turn my head?
If you know that Reginald killed his wife, does that have something to do with the bomb?
Sometime after I left, I don't know when, he must have killed her. Tried to make it look like suicide. He set fire to the house.
He burned his own house?
Well, that's a very good way to try to hide evidence, isn't it?
But why would he... Why? Why would he kill his wife?
Why does anybody murder anybody?
Wait, no, you don't even know for sure that that's what happened.
No, I don't. Everything I'm doing is just plain guess. I'm guessing.
I saw his face.
He has something to hide.
No, I always believed he'd draw the line at murder. But if what you're saying is true, if it happened...
It's true, Mary. All of it is true.
Then could it have something to do with me? Because he took me away with him 6 months after the fire? Is that what you're saying? Is that it, Jason? Did this have something to do with me?
1988, Mary finally remembers her past and realizes Reginald held her captive after she witnessed him murdering his wife. Mary and Vince rekindle their romance.
Ah, what are you doing here?
I'm hungry. I'm ravenous appetite. Man with man-sized appetites. He's here because he had a calling. A calling to be a guest at our service. Fate delivered him here at our doorstep at this moment with some free food. I gotta go find Scott. He's gonna be my best man. Now, I guess I gotta stay. I can be part of all your nice memories of the day.
If you had any decency at all, you would leave.
Mary, I don't have any decency, as you put it. That's what attracts you.
After today, I will not think of you again.
Oh, I doubt that. I'm sure Vinny's going to tell you over and over again that was an act of fate that I just happened to stop by at the right time. And I'll be in the pictures. Part of every pleasurable memory you have today.
I can wipe you out, Jason. I can erase you completely.
Oh, an angel. Second time around, it's going to be a whole lot better.
Again, Vince, do you take Mary to be your lawful wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part?
I do.
Once again, Mary, do you take Vince to be your lawful husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part? The rings, please.
Take this ring as a sign of my love and fidelity. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Take this ring as a sign of my love and fidelity. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
All of us gathered here wish you both the Lord's blessings. All right, okay. You got it. You may now kiss each other.
In 1989, Denise leaves another world. She had been commuting between California and New York, and it was time to get back to her life in California. Her characters, Mary and Vince, leave together.
Yes. Me too, you. Yeah. And thank you so much again for this morning. That was so beautiful. I think someone wants to talk to you. He's a little odd. Bye-bye.
Yeah, see you. Well, I guess it's appropriate that since this is our last day here and our last day in town, that we do something that we have never done before.
And what, pray tell, is that?
Well, we're packed, ready to go, and we're 2 hours early.
It's because we're traveling so much.
Maybe we really are starting over.
Yes, of course we are. And it feels good, doesn't it?
Good, and strange. Yeah.
Vince,
What?
are you sure?
About going to Minneapolis?
No, about the Cubs' chances next year.
Well, I tell you, I like it. You know what I mean? I'm a little excited. It's impulsive. I like that.
And it's probably the first time we've done something like this without talking about it for 6 weeks.
Come on, kid. Let's hit the road.
June 7th, 1991, Denise returned for one episode of Another World.
I can't believe this. I'm really touching you. You look wonderful. So do you. Not bad for two bras. We're supposed to have croaked, right? I am not ready to joke about that yet. Thank you very much, sir. If you only knew how many times I prayed just to have things back the way they were. Nothing's the way it was, not really. Enough for me. Here. I wish everything was that simple. You don't know how hard it was for me. Your father at least got to see you. I had to sit there in Minneapolis. You don't know how hard it was for me. All I wanted to do was just show up at your doorstep or pick up the phone. Yes, well, I couldn't wait until you decided to come and see me. I had to come and see you. I was just waiting until I was safe. Until something with Carl was over. No, I understand. Your dad explained. Where is he? Here? Well, no, see, this was all so last minute. He's got another restaurant. Are you kidding? No. He bought it right after you came back to us. He said, okay, that was it. That was a sign his luck was changing. I might want to see him as soon as I can. I will. And Ben wanted to be here so much with you, except he's in the middle of exams and, first year law school. My brother, the lawyer. And Scott and Cheryl, they want to come back. They want to have a family reunion as soon as you say it's okay. Okay. But what about MJ? Where is she? How is she? How's she doing? Yeah, well, MJ, what? I'm afraid that you're just going to have to ask her yourself.
Just bring the tissue. Come on, this is supposed to be a party.
You tell. If it's a party, who's pouring? Me, I am. I want to pour first round.
Set him up, barkeep.
Also in 1991, Denise and Chris Robinson made an appearance on Oprah.
It's a reunion of your all-time favorite soap couple. That's what it is. 7 years ago, fans grieved when a car crash killed General Hospital's beloved Dr. Leslie Weber. Remember that? Who was grieving? Were you grieving? Yeah?
Awful. I've watched General Hospital since my grandmother back in the early 60s, and I grew up with Leslie.
Way back then?
Way back then. And I grew up with Leslie and Rick, and it's like one day she was there, and the next day you didn't know it was coming. I cried. It was so emotional.
Well, okay. It's going to be okay. Because no one was hit harder by her death than her husband, the dashing Dr. Rick Weber. GH fans say they will always remember the many touching moments that Rick and Leslie shared. Take a look.
Sure. Would you say that to the judge? If he said, you need any help there, would you say, no, Judge, I have everything in hand? Would you say that, huh?
Probably.
Of course you would, because you know what he'd say, don't you? Say, what exactly do you mean by everything, and what do you mean by in hand?
Please welcome Port Charles' most missed Dr. duo, Denise Alexander and Chris Robinson.
I'll let you get in there.
Well, I want to go down the line and have each of you describe what made it work with your mate on television and otherwise in real life. So, Denise? Denise and Chris? Yeah, what was so special about the chemistry?
I would say between Denise and myself, we always played the truth. It was very easy just to be real to each other. And we started as characters that had the same ideals, the same beliefs, the same sincerity, the same morality, and we just played true, I'd say.
I've known Kristen since I was like 16 or 17. We worked together for the first time.
I was 12.
He played my older brother. And I love him. He's really weird. And I mean, he really is. He's one of the weirder people you would ever want to meet. But there is, he's there 100%. That's the thing that makes a great couple, I think, is that you like each other as people, or you can at least put up with each other. No, I love him. I really do. I really do. But he marches to his own drummer. But
what
I
does
think
that really mean?
He's a nice fellow. He's a nice fellow.
We just got along in so many ways.
But you just trust. You know that that person is there for you, and they're not going to let you down when the red light goes on, and he never did.
I always knew that truth would come back. I use maybe a different word for it, but whatever she felt, whatever she played, she believed it.
And if he's
she was
ever
not
rotten
acting.
to me, he sent me roses.
After she kicked me.
Or, let me ask you this. When you watch the kissing scenes, does it make you, do you get a little tingle-tangle? Or does it make you feel uneasy? Does it make you think, I could have done that better? I should have given more lip. I should have not? Or what do you feel when you watch, just specifically?
Depends on how you feel about the person you're kissing. I mean, if you really like the person you're kissing, then I've had the experience of watching myself kissing someone on camera that I was not involved in, getting a little
tingle-tangle?
In 1995, Denise appeared in a primetime movie, Zoya.
There are a lot of nouveau riche among our clientele, yearning for a sense of class that their new money can't buy. It would really be a feather in their caps to be waited on by a countess.
Oh, they wouldn't have to know.
If I gave you the job, which of course would only be on a trial basis, I would want to utilize your background as a sales tool. I would want you to be known as Countess Zoya. It's your choice, of course. But without your title, you're just a salesgirl.
December 14th, 1996, General Hospital aired a Saturday primetime special called Twist of Fate. 57-year-old Denise reprised the role of Leslie Weber. Her character had been held captive by the Cassadines since 1984, and she was in a catatonic state.
Everything's gonna be okay, Mother. We're gonna go for a nice ride together. We're never gonna leave you alone again. Mother. Yes, it's me. Mother? Did you hear that? She recognized me.
She knows.
You take very good care of me. I've always loved your smile. Hi. Any coffee left? I know that voice. It's Monica, isn't it? Hi, Leslie. Monica. Sit down. Oh, thank you. Audrey told me about her visit with you. But you wanted to check me out for yourself. Blame me. Actually, I was supposed to be at the hospital this morning, but I am waiting on a verdict for a very unpleasant case that I'm involved in, and I woke up and I thought, I don't want to go to work. I'd rather be a friend. So I hope I have one here. Of course you do. I am so sorry. I was so rough on you. God knows I am the last person in the world to pass judgment. Well, things certainly have changed around here, if you actually believe that. Now, there's a reaction I haven't heard out of her yet. I think we probably bring out the best in each other. Sit. There you go.
Where did Laura go?
It's okay. She just went up to check on Leslie Lou. It's all right. Just get the feeling there's something bothering her, even though she says there isn't.
Laura worries, all the time. About everybody.
It's because she cares so much. She would do anything to keep her family safe.
I wish I could help her. So many years. Just lost.
What, you mean the years that you were away from Port Charles?
I want to remember. I don't want Laura to have to worry about me.
It's okay. It's okay, Mom.
While you were at the hearing, Monica came over for a visit.
Do you remember her, Grandma?
She's hard to forget.
Oh, sounds like a good visit. I wish I'd been here.
It was.
Good.
My sweet, good boy.
Mom, Grandma just said Monica Quartermain is a horse's ass.
You didn't. Did I? I don't remember. Oh. Did you hear that?
That was great.
Since Denise was recurring on General Hospital, it allowed her time to hop over to Sunset Beach to play Sister Beatrice until 1998. She first appeared on November 12th, 1997.
It's all right. Just try to sleep.
No. No. My baby.
You don't have to go anywhere right now. It's dawn. You've hardly slept all night.
Cole. Cole.
Please, Lord, help this poor child. Vincent, have you come to see the patient? I'm afraid she's very ill. But you did a good thing bringing her here so quickly. Otherwise, she might have died.
Denise would remain on recurring status with General Hospital until she retired in 2009. After retiring, Denise appeared in Steve Silverman's web series Pretty, which began in 2010.
I'm doing this project because Steve Silverman has he's got a doll with pins, or he's met with some evil witch or something, and every time he says, "Would you like to?" I say when and where, and no, you don't have to pay me. So we're just gonna do this. I think I'm gonna need some. No, wait a minute. I can do this myself, just to prove to you that I can do this myself. Now, hang on a second. No, I'm doing this.
I know, but we're going to
I
get
have a really good idea. So that's kind of the relationship that we have.
The one that really meant a lot to me, because when I was little, my mom used to watch General Hospital religiously. So that would be Denise Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
She also appeared in Steve's web series The Inn in 2013. If you didn't already figure it out, when I showed Denise's Ojai property, it was also used for the filming location.
Theodore! I have been calling your name for the past 10 minutes. Please, don't tell me you've gone deaf as well.
I'm working on something.
We have a new guest on the way. I wanted to see if her room was ready.
It is?
This could be it. You know, she could be the one.
You've said that about the last 26 guests.
Theodore, it is not polite to put your back to a lady. What has you so transfixed there? Would it kill you to... Where did you get that?
Well, I found it when I was burying our last guest in the woods. What's the matter?
Nothing.
You can tell me.
You should have left it where you found it.
Why, sister?
Because some things are best left in the past.
Here are some outtakes from Hot as Hell weekend of August 16, 2013 in Palm Springs.
I've done probably every form of entertainment except porn or a horror movie that there is. You know, I might have actually, would you call me in a horror movie? I might have done that.
I don't think I'd call it
Just
porno.
porn now, that's it. I've done everything but a spit take, and I swear to heaven I am going to do a spit take somewhere. Okay, now you just have to say something funny when I'm ready, right? I'll make this happen.
I'm trying to think of something that's funny. The end is...
You have to say it before I swallow.
I am glad that the end...
Denise came out of retirement to return to General Hospital on a few occasions. July 19, 2013, the 50th year of General Hospital.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Monica. Lester. It's Leslie. Leslie Weber, as I'm sure you remember. Lester. Always such a pleasure. You're looking well.
Oh, cut the crap. Flattery will not get you out of this when you explain why you are breaking into personal files, or I am going to take such pleasure in having you thrown out of my hospital.
Is that any way to speak to a friend?
Oh, we have been many things, but never friends. So why are you at the computer?
Checking my email.
At the nurse's station wearing a doctor's coat?
Well, I am a doctor.
Not here, you're not. Oh, no, you haven't enjoyed that privilege in a very long time. So why are you skulking around here trying to seem like you belong?
I belong inside this hospital as surely as you do, Monica. In fact, I predate you.
Yes, you do, to the Stone Age, but that doesn't allow you to break into the files. I'm calling security.
Oh, slow your roll. I'm consulting on a case, a colleague.
What's the name of the colleague?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
It is, because I am chief of staff and this is my hospital. All the nurses, all the doctors.
The doctors you care about are the ones you can trick into bed.
Oh my God, it's been 30 years. Haven't you put that behind us?
I'm sorry. Which it are you referring to? When you cheated on Jeff? When you blackmailed me? When you had an affair with my husband? There are just so many possible instances from a person gets confused.
Well, especially one of your age. Can't we be over this?
I thought we could until you threatened to sick security on me. Have you forgotten that I vouched for you with Steve Hardy when your job here was on the line? Have you forgotten that I delivered that AJ?
Okay, what do you want, a medal? 30 years and you still want restitution?
Let's call it a favor.
Oh, here we go.
I admit, I am not here at the behest of a colleague. I am here to help my daughter.
What, Loris?
No. Oh, thank God. No. She's stable. She's healthy. She's very worried about Luke. Luke left town a few days ago after coming here to get the results of some tests.
What tests?
I don't know. I don't even know if they're filed under his name. Tracy claims she's the patient.
Oh, well, that explains it.
You know anything about this?
Oh, I do. There have been some discussions about Tracy's tests, but they could never be found anywhere in our system.
Because they're Luke's tests, not Tracy's. Laura is afraid that Luke is seriously ill, and I promised her I would find out.
You did? Even after not being on staff for 2 decades?
What do you say, Monica? Couple of minutes.
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
I think I just got paged.
You don't page in this hospital. Our chief's work is never done.
I shouldn't be gone longer than a minute. 2 at the most. Still here?
I'm leaving. I have to go find Laura. Is it okay if I borrow a file folder?
No, I'll put it on your tab.
Monica, thank you.
What? Letting you check your email?
April 2nd, 2019, the 56th anniversary to honor the memory of Susan Brown, who played Gail Baldwin.
Hello? Oh, of course, Gail would have sent us to the same place. The old cafeteria. Yep. Where you always interrupted our lunches. Oh, please, that was you. Oh, isn't it nice that we've matured and we're not at each other's throats anymore? Yes, so nice. Aha! Hello, stranger. Hello, stranger. Gail used to say that all the time. Yeah. Yeah, she's known for it, even if you just seen her the day before. Well, speaking of seeing, any chance you've seen my envelope? No, but if I had, I probably wouldn't tell you. Oh, thank you, Leslie. Well, it's a moot point anyway, because bingo. Is it true that those showers are now co-ed? Well, welcome to the 21st century. Imagine if we'd had that back in the day. Oh, never mind. You would never have left the locker room. And what is that supposed to be? That no male in this hospital would have been safe. Well, at least I knew how to live a little. Have some fun. You were so busy being saintly Earth Mother, you had no time. Saintly Earth Mother? If the shoe fits. Well, it's okay, because I guess it's really better than slut. What did you call me? You heard me. Gail did this on purpose. She wanted us to realize that there are more things that bind us than separate us. Well, Monica, in all honesty, even when I couldn't stand you, I admired you. Of course you did. And even when I couldn't stand you, I admired you. Isn't it ironic? If you think about all the yelling and the crying and the hair pulling, meanwhile, we wound up with the men we were supposed to be with the whole time. You belong with Rick and I belong with Alan. Too bad we couldn't figure that out a little earlier. It would have saved us a lot of drama. Oh, I think we like the drama. Maybe a little bit. And now we can look back on it and smile.
Us Leslie fans loved it when these two on screen rivals shared screen time. Off screen, they were very good friends.
Just fabulous. Yes, we had so much fun hating each other. I thought she was one of the most beautiful women I'd ever known, and I never thought less than that every day that I knew her. She was the nicest human being you will ever meet. Oh my gosh, we owe you our lives. We love you, we work for you, and thank you for loving it. Ditto. Absolutely. I'm going to agree with you. I think that's a nice way.
A few more things before I wrap this up. I know it's long, but I really wanted to showcase Denise's work. Denise describes her friendship with Jeannie Francis.
Working with Jeannie, I mentioned Tony, I mentioned Chris. So many people on Hospital, as well as on Days of Our Lives, are perfect acting companions as well as wonderful friends. Jeannie was that, and partly she had a perfectly good mother, but I did feel so much like her mother to a great extent, and I loved that thing, that magical thing of making a connection with another actor within the character, where at this, they talk about it being, it's all about being in the moment, that you are both there, heart and soul, at the exact same time, is one of the greatest joys in life.
Denise describes what it was like working with Chris Robinson.
Question. Tracy Elder would like to know, how was it really, she wrote in quotes, working with Chris Robinson? You once said you had said he beat to his own drum.
I said he marched to his own drum.
Oh, well, there, okay.
Chris, in life, one of the most bizarre characters I've ever known. Working with him, he drove me nuts. There was a scene where I pick up a pillow and hit him. That was me, Denise, hitting Chris, because it was not written into the script. He went at one point to comfort me, and I said, if you pat me, I swear I'll knock your block off or something. That was me to Chris.
I remember that.
you are so fortunate as an actor if you have a partner with whom you harmonize as you work and where you can make a connection between you. And when that red light went on, boy, we did have that, and I was extremely grateful for it. But Chris was beyond weird. He still is. Very gorgeous man.
He just logged on. He's like would like to. I'm kidding.
He did not. Very, very gorgeous man. Very attractive to women.
My living room.
Incredible. I just don't know what to say, Leslie.
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You've already said it all. It's just a harmless little party, Leslie. The fraternity's a good thing, Leslie. The fraternity is a disaster. Oh, my... That's just charming. Look at this.
Sure is surprising that it didn't look that bad last night while the party was going on,
Of
did
course it did. It was just wall-to-wall bodies. You couldn't see specific damage, that's all.
Well, what's done is done, Leslie.
That's all you can say? Look at this place.
I am, and I am just as upset as you are.
I don't even know where to begin.
Oh, you guys don't even breathe. My head is killing me. Laugh.
You're going to be late for work.
No, I'm not, because I called in and told them that I was too sick, and I am not lying because I feel...
like Halloween and New Year's Eve all... Oh, no.
Pardon me? Oh, yeah. Come on. Take a look. Take a good look.
Man, I knew things were getting rough. This place looks like a bomb.
No, not a bomb. Just your wonderful friends from the fraternity.
Come on, they weren't my friends. I don't know those guys.
Well, now you do. Now you know that they're insensitive, disruptive, inconsiderate bums.
Well, it's not my fault things got out of hand.
Whose fault is it? I suppose it's my fault.
Leslie,
I don't want to hear one excuse out of you. Not this time. Not one excuse. Do you hear me? Oh, stop whimpering.
On second thought, I am going to go to the hospital because I'm sure there's less noise.
I think it's just wonderful to know that I can trust you to watch...
Hey, hold on some of these.
Oh, hi, sweetheart. I didn't know you were downstairs yet.
I'm hungry.
What are you eating, Mike?
Taco chips. Good.
Taco chips for breakfast, my...
Well, I ate a whole bag full.
You
I found
ate
them. Yeah, I found them under the sink. Everything else was gone.
What do you mean gone? What's gone?
Stuff to eat. The whole refrigerator's empty.
So you had taco chips for breakfast?
Yeah, I'm full now.
Okay, sweetheart. You go get dressed. You're going to miss the school bus.
Okay. There are a lot of beer cans on the floor, but they're empty.
Drink water, baby.
These taco chips
The whites
make
and the
you
whites and the reds
I
and the
know,
reds.
sweetheart. I can't stand it.
Leslie, everything's gonna be just fine.
You pat me and so help me I'll bean you. Look at this room. Look at my house. Look at...
January 8th, 2021 was Denise's final performance. Here is her swan song. Thank you to Steve Silverman for sharing Denise with us. You arranged in-person visits, online interaction, and for your podcast featuring Denise. You are so lucky to have had that special bond with her. Thank you to Mare, Kathy, Katya, and Melanie for your YouTube channels featuring the lovely Denise Alexander. Thank you to Trisha for filling in some gaps and always letting us know when Denise was going to be featured in a podcast. Thank you to Jill for the Laura confession clip and the Sunset Beach clip. Thank you to Stephanie for the times you translated some German clips. Thank you to Tracy for asking Denise what it was really like working with Chris Robinson. Thank you to our friend Penny in heaven for sharing the clips of Denise's older performances. Finally, thank you to Denise Alexander for sharing your talent and being so gracious with us fans. We love you. Wrapping this up, it wouldn't be a tribute without including a montage. We know Denise loved them. Rest in peace, Denise. I hope you would approve.
Let it go. Let it roll right off your shoulder. Don't you know? The hardest part is over. Let it in. Let your clarity define you in the end. We will only just remember how it feels. Our lives are made in these small hours. These little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours, these small hours still remain. Let it slide. Let your troubles fall behind you. Let it shine till you feel it all around you. And I don't mind if it's me you need to turn to. We'll get by. It's the heart that really matters in the end. Our lives are made in these small hours. These little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours, these small hours still remain. All of my regret will wash away somehow, but I cannot forget the way I feel right now. In these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate, yeah, these twists and turns of fate, time falls away, yeah, but these small hours, these small hours still remain, oh, they still remain. These little wonders, all these twists and turns of fate, time falls away, but these small hours, these little wonders still remain.
The strongest thing in the world is love. The most wonderful thing in the world is truth. The most challenging thing in the world is reaching higher and not getting sucked down. We are all the children of God.